play 2,000 points Warhammer Fantasy. I mean, oh shit, Warhammer 40k.
Yeah, man, people are gonna cheat on that.
I'm playing against Mark today. Playing against his Blood Angels. I believe this is the first time he's played Blood Angels since, like with his actual models, since the book has come out. So
this is my first Blood Angels game with my Blood Angels dice. So yeah, since the book has come out.
So we are playing the GT mission Overrun. This one is 6 objective points. It is a hold 2, hold more. Yeah, so we are already deployed off. Mark got to pick sides. He picked that side, which put me onto this side. I'm going first, but let's go over what we're bringing. Mark, do you want to go over what your Blood Angels list is?
Yeah, I got 6 Plasma Scepters there in space. I got a unit of 8 Sanguinary Guard, a unit of 5 Infiltrators. Back here there's a unit of 5 Intercessors with Power Fists and Auto Bolt Rifles, another unit of 8 Sanguinary Guard, a Sanguinary Ancient, a Chapter Master. Over here I have 5 Intercessors with Auto Bolt Rifles and a Power Fist, 5 Aggressors, a Librarian, my Sanguinary Priest, and then a unit of 3 Suppressors.
Okay. And you have a unit of, sorry, you had a unit of, which boys are up in space?
The Plasma guys.
Plasma guys.
Yeah, these guys are in the open, but I'm trying to see, like, I think I'm pretty hidden from you.
Yeah,
like,
I think that is like a nigh impossible shot to get there. Mark, for your secondaries, you are bringing Engage in all fronts, grind them down, and assassinate.
Yep.
I am bringing my Necron list. This is going to be a Szarekh battalion detachment with a superior dynasty or whatever the hell it is that allows me to bring the Silent King. Sorry, he's not painted up. I am working hard at getting him painted, and same thing with my Praetorians. I essentially just bought another box yesterday just to get 10 of them onto the table today. In my list, I have 2 units of 20 warriors. Oh, sorry, a unit of 20 warriors and a unit of 19 warriors. All of them have the Reaper rifles, which is the 12-inch strength 5 AP 2 shots. I also have a Nightbringer. I have a command barge that has the resurrection orb, but then his artifact is the Void Reaper, and he has Enduring Will as his trait. I have a Chronomancer who basically has the Veil of Darkness on him, and then I have again my unit of 10 Praetorians. I have a Royal Warden. He's basically just a naked dude out in the middle. I have my Silent King, who's basically sitting there with his 2 Menhir totems. And then I have a unit of 5 Immortals on this side. The secondaries that I took were Code of Combat, since I have 2 Lords, or 2 Nobles that can basically score me points on that. Raise the Banners, because I basically have 3 points in my deployment zone. And Purge the Vermin, because I'm just hoping he doesn't come onto the side of the table, which is not probably going to go my way. But yeah, so I roll off to get first turn, so we will see you after Necrons Turn 1. So we just finished Necrons Turn 1. Basically, my Necrons kind of moved on to the zones, planted banners, and then my Silent King moved out and shot at his aggressors. The Menhirs blew up 1. He made... oh, I failed to wound with the other one. One of them that was going through... he transhumaned them, so one of them going through, I just pushed the wound, which blew up the guy, and then his other shots basically killed another aggressor, and then the Immortal shot at them doing 2 wounds. So there's aggressor with 1 wound left, and none of my other guys can hit. But yeah, that's essentially my turn. I spent 2 CP making my Silent King do work. Mark did 1 in return. My transhuman is only 1, right?
It was 2, I paid 2.
Oh, okay.
Because there was 5 or more.
And yeah, that's essentially my Necron Turn 1. I placed down 3 banners, I moved up, I shot at guys, and now it is off to Blood Angels Turn 1. So we just finished Blood Angels Turn 1. Mark, do you want to go over what you did?
Flew up, shot some bolters at Matt a little bit. That's it, pretty much. I did 5 wounds to this shield thing, shot most of my army at it, but...
4 wounds. It's got 1 wound left.
1 wound left. Yeah, so that's pretty much it.
And you blew up 1 Immortal?
Blew up 1 Immortal.
And over here, your Intercessors in the building killed 2 Warriors, and then 2 Warriors reanimated.
Reanimated back up.
Alright. We're off to Necrons Turn 2. So we just finished Necrons Turn 2. I moved up with these Necron warriors surrounding my Nightbringer. I also try to block out as much as I can with my warriors so that he can only really have space in this part to drop his plasma boys in. The command barge moved away from basically threat range of both units of Sanguinary Guard. I probably should have walked forward with these Necron warriors. I didn't realize I was only like 15 inches away from his intercessors, so I could have walked forward and shot those boys in that building. But didn't do that. And instead, they're kind of set up, ready to be taken away by the Sanguinary Guard. My Immortals
it's still pretty far away.
Fell back.
It's pretty far. Like it's. I don't even think like I'd have to fly to. It's an 12-inch charge. Yeah. For me to come in there. It's like, yeah.
My Immortals moved back into cover to try and stop taking shots. My Lich King, the Silent King moved back and shot at some aggressors. I blew up one aggressor and wounded a dude down to...
He took one wound.
He just took one wound, so the guy's going to come back and he's going to heal up full. My command barge has his Tesla cannon, so he shot across and did the exploding Tesla shots into that Sanguinary Guard, doing one wound to the Sanguinary Guard, one wound to, I think, the Librarian.
No, you didn't wound anyone. He failed his 6-up feel no pain, or he passed it.
Yeah,
and then you rolled 2s for everybody else. So
yeah, it was. I wounded the Captain Boy, and he made his feel no pain, and then everybody else was fine. Yeah, so I scored my points for banners. I scored 10 points for primaries, and we are off to Blood Angels Turn 2. So we just finished Blood Angels Turn 2. Mark, do you want to go over your turn?
Yeah, I dropped in with my Inceptors and did a bunch of wounds to the warriors, but I wasn't able to kill them all with my shots. Sanguinary Guard and the Sanguinary Ancient put 3 wounds in shooting onto the Nightbringer. I charged in with my Sanguinary Guard over here into the warriors and the Nightbringer. I did 3 wounds to the Nightbringer and I finished the unit off. And Matt in return only did killed one Sanguinary Guard for me, so that's really good because in this turn I fight first against him unless he charges it. Over here I kind of did a
The big thing was I was basically balancing between doing the sweeping strikes or the big strikes, and like I was like no, it should be about the equal. I should be able to kill about 4 dudes with the big strikes, and then I rolled all 1s and 2s to hit.
Yeah. I spent the CP over here to run into this zone, and I was able to kill the 1 stone here, and Matt only had 1 guy in. And what I didn't do is I should have shot my aggressors first into the stone, and all the wounds would have piled on to the next stone. But what I did is I shot my suppressors first, which took my aggressors out of range, and then what I ended up doing was like just shooting in the warriors, and I killed 6 of them, but he was able to bring 4 back, and then he matched.
Oh, dude, you killed you killed 11 of them.
Yeah, but you came.
I reanimated
back a bunch, and enough to draw the zone from me. Yeah. Right. So, I guess it all depends. Like, I guess that's a question. So it's like, when do you count scoring it? Is it like immediately? Do you control it?
At the end of the game. At the end of each phase.
At the end of each phase, yeah. So
in the shooting phase.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I was thinking like, oh, okay, do I score it as soon as I kill that stone?
No.
Before I shot?
End of each phase.
And then other than that, yeah, just kind of, I was able to kill a stone. I picked a few more wounds off that thing.
He bleeds again.
Sanguinary Guard are chilling back here with my Warlord and my 3 characters. I got a little unit of aggressors, or intercessors holding this zone.
Oh, I owe you a morale check. They're good. You killed 5 warriors in the unit in the building, but they're good.
Yeah, so that's it.
You scored 3 for engaging on fronts, and you scored 3 for grind them down because you blew up a unit of warriors.
Yep.
All right, we are off to Necrons Turn 3.
Dude, if that didn't happen.
Alright, so we just finished Necrons Turn 3. This was the turn of healing, so Silent King healed up to full. The Nightbringer healed up 2. And movement-wise, my warriors moved up and shot the aggressors. My Immortals shot at the aggressors, and I think I killed one dude, and one dude's like super
One
wounded.
dude, that's one wound on him, yeah.
So Apothecary is going to heal him all the way back up. Nightbringer, the Silent King blasted off the suppressors, killing 2 dudes and wounding the dude to 1 wound left. So that's a kind of kick in the testicles. The Nightbringer blasted 4 dudes with psychic wounds and did 3 wounds to his captain boy.
By ancient, yeah.
The command barge charged into the Sanguinary Guard. I think he only killed 2 guys. He kind of shit the bed with his attacks.
I did my 3 wounds.
And oh god, and you made so many 6-up invulnerables.
No, 6-up armors.
Oh yeah, 6-up armors, which were fantastic. He did his 3 wounds to the Nightbringer, so Nightbringer's sitting on 2, which is not a good phase for him to be in. He did consolidate into that
Ancient.
into his ancient, so Nightbringer's probably not going to be on the table on my turn 4. The Silent King charged into those intercessors, blew them off the table, so I got 3 points there. Warriors charged into the aggressors, trying to at least kill 1 more aggressor so that he can't just continue to bring them back up to full aggressor
I spent
strength.
my last 2 CP to interrupt, and I shouldn't have done anything, because I literally didn't lose a guy. I was worried about losing another aggressor. I didn't lose a guy at all. Matt got the swing on me with everybody. And I just spent 2 CP to kill 2 fucking warriors that came back. I killed 4, and then 2 came back. Perfect. That's exactly what I needed. So
I think I did 1 wound to the librarian that's back in there.
You did a wound to him, yeah.
Yeah.
He killed 5 guys.
Yeah. Man, fuck that guy.
Yeah, exactly.
So I scored 5 points for primaries because I only have two zones. I scored 2 for banners, and I scored 3. So I scored 3 for Code of Combat, and then 2 for banners, and 5 for primaries. And I didn't kill any characters, so I don't get any assassination points.
Yeah.
So we are off to Blood Angels turn 3. So we just finished Blood Angels turn 3. His character over here basically fell back into the zone, and then his whatever those guys are, the guys with the plasma pistols, moved up and shot the shit out of the Catan shard and blew his ass up. He did have 2 of his guys shoot at the command barge, which did 2 wounds to him. Those guys also shot at the Nightbringer, which did not do anything. Over here, his priest brought back an aggressor and healed up the other guy, and then he charged in and just blew up a bunch of warriors. The aggressors killed the last 11. I could have potentially rolled another 5 up on a reroll. I chose not to because what's 1 warrior going to do? And then over on this side, the Sanguinary Guard came in. He did bring his captain in here, and then he did this sacrifice. He spent his 1 CP to have his captain basically make it so that I have to put all my attacks into him, which I blew him up, which scored me 6 points for Code of Combat and Assassinate. But then he ended up doing 8 wounds to the Silent King and blowing up one of the menhirs. So Silent King's still alive. It's my 2nd turn of healing, so I'm going to come back up to full strength, so that's going to be great. And yeah, I guess that's that. Mark scored 3 points for Assassinate because he killed my Nightbringer, and he scored 2 points for Engage on all fronts because the Sanguinary Guard are sitting on his own. We're off to Necrons turn 4. So we just finished Necrons turn 4. The command barge moved forward, shot its Tesla cannon at the dudes at the top, killing 1 dude, then charged into his plasma boys. The plasma sight and the Praetorians, Veil of Darkness across the table, over onto that side. And oh my god, do I have to fucking double check that? Is it only core, or is it just infantry? It's just infantry, because that's why you can also bring Scorp Tech Destroyers with you. They went over there. The Plasmamancer shot at the Suppressor and blew him off the zone, and then the Praetorians shot at the Intercessors and shit the bed with their shooting. And then with their rerollable 9 on the charge, I kept rolling 8s and could not make it into that charge. The Silent King, after healing up, fought the Sanguinary Guard and wiped them down to 2 dudes. The 2 dudes that were left did 2 wounds to me. One of them came through, and then, yeah, Mark broke. And over here, these guys did 1 wound to my command barge, and they passed their leadership check. So we're off to Blood Angels turn 4. Mark, how did your turn 4 go? Blood Angels turn 4.
I shot at the Silent King, I charged the Silent King, I smited the Silent King, I killed the Silent King. Some guys fell back, some guys hid, some guys shot. That's about it.
Yeah, you killed 1 Praetorian and you wounded another dude with your intercessors. Those boys fell back. Those guys are hiding so that you're still getting your engaged and they can't actually get at you. And then basically, yeah, everybody came in here. He sacrificed his apothecary, forcing me to put all my attacks onto him. He null zoned with his librarian. Everything came in. I killed his apothecary. He blew up my Silent King. I spent 1 CP to force the explosion. I only did 2 to the librarian. So, yeah. Mark scores 3 points for assassination, 2 points for engaging all fronts, and he scored 5 for primaries. We're off to Necrons turn 5.
In the main book.
So we just finished Necrons turn 5 and Blood Angels turn 5. My Praetorians moved forward. They shot down his intercessors. My dude tried to hold the zone just to make sure that he doesn't score the more victory points. I tried to use my Warden to blast down his Librarian. He's got 1 wound left, so he doesn't die, so I don't get my assassin points. And then on his turn, and then my command barge comes across and kills his plasma boys. In Mark's turn, he's going to basically he's going to kill my Warden, and then he's going to try and shoot down my other dude, so he's going to score another 6 points on assassinate. And he's going to definitely score at least 5 points on primaries. He might even score the 10. So he's he's already beat me on just scoring the 5 points for primaries. So the assassinates are just icing on the cake. And yeah, that's our game. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And it was a close fight. It was a very low scoring game. But we both played relatively cagey. And we both don't have many things on the table. Thanks for watching. Let me know how you liked it.